Hi, I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting not live from Chapala, Mexico. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we travel Mexico, and we show you cities, towns, churches, markets, historical sites, museums. We travel through Mexico, and we share with you the joy of Mexico. Subscribe to our channel. We have many more videos to come. Today we're going to Stone Island in Mazatlan, Mexico. It's a great trip. We're going to show you everything, and this is one of the Mazatlan tours arranged by the Reina Del Mar Bed and Breakfast, owned by Sheri and Robert, and all of their contact information is in the description below. Our Ajijic Mexico Vacation ended up being a Mazatlan Mexico Vacation. Now this is actually a Ajijic Mexico Vacation. Robert and Sheri planned this so that they have a Mercedes van show up at the plaza in Ajijic, and they drive you. It's about a 5-hour drive to Mazatlan, Mexico, and they take you to their bed and breakfast. It's called Reina Del Mar. That means Queen of the Beach, which is a half a block away from the beach in a community called Los Altos in Mazatlan, Mexico. It's not only a half a block from the beach, but it's a half a block from the biggest Malican in Mexico that's like 17 miles long. They had things for us to do every day. We ate excellent food. They made breakfast for us every day. They have a great pool. They have a great bar right next to the pool. The rooms were fabulous. The internet was fabulous. The location was excellent. And all of us that were visiting Reina Del Mar Bed and Breakfast had a wonderful time. Today we're going to Stone Island. Let's go. Let's take a look at the map. At the very top of the map, you can see the Reina Del Mar Bed and Breakfast location. It's at the southern tip of the 17-mile Malican. So Robert and Sheri, they arranged transportation. So we're going to get in a little shuttle, all of us, and you can see where it says "Get Boat." That's we're going to shuttle down there, get a boat. We're going to rent a boat and go across the water there to the boat drop off, and that's going to take us to Stone Island, and there we can find the beach and lots of food and fun things to do. So here we go. We're going to leave the Reina Del Mar Bed and Breakfast, and there's Sheri right there and Robert. And there's the little shuttle that's going to take us to the ocean. And there's Teresa over there. And the great thing about Robert and Sheri is they know all of these drivers. That's the driver. And the drivers showed right up on time for everything. And we're going to get a bunch of people into this shuttle. And we're going to cruise. That's Russ. Russ is 80 years old, and he jogs every morning. Next to him we have Pam. All the people on this tour that we spent time with. There's Larry. He's an electrical engineer. He's lived all over the world, and all the people were so interesting. One person was a software developer. One person was a international businesswoman. One person was that's Sid over there on the right. She's a retired school teacher. Lived in that's her husband Larry over there in the orange shirt. But they lived in Australia for 20 years. And of course, there's my wife Teresa de Anda. But we take off. It was very interesting, all the people on this tour, and everybody was very mellow, and we all got along very well. And this shuttle ride probably took us about 15 minutes, and I'm going to speed it up so that you guys don't get real bored. But it was a nice little tour of Los Altos, Mazatlan, and the great thing was that Robert knows a lot of stuff. So as we take our shuttle to the water, before we get to the boat, Robert is telling us about the facts of Mazatlan and the history. And Robert is very mellow, very informed, but it was a beautiful ride. The shuttle driver was playing music, and of course the music was copyrighted, so I can't play that music because YouTube will ban me from the channel forever. But the entire trip was right along the ocean, beautiful architectural buildings. It was fabulous. So we show up and you can see 30 pesos. For each of us, it's going to cost 30 pesos to get across the water. That's like $1.50. There's Larry, the retired electrical engineer. And I don't know if we could have figured this out. There's Robert. He knows all of these people. He gets us right off the shuttle, gets us tickets, and we're right on the boat. No delays, no waiting, no confusion. It was great. So Robert has our boat. All we have to do is get on and go across the water. I believe that with the guy with the long hair, that's Mike, and in front of him is his wife, Denise, both brilliant, wonderful people. And so now, and then we have one woman who has a slight disability, and she uses a walker that's on wheels, and Robert made sure that all of the accommodations for the 5 nights and 6 days, she could do everything, and we all help her get on the boat. And now all we have to do is, and you can see the little boat right down there, and we're going to go past cruise liners, and the water is beautiful and blue. It's a wonderful day in Mazatlan as we head towards Stone Island. Now, this is really amazing because we take a shuttle to the boat and then we get off the boat. Now we need to get on another shuttle to go to the restaurant that is on the beach. And Robert has all of this super planned. And I'm going to shut up in a minute and speed up our journey to the restaurant. And this is a tour. You're going to see parts of Mexico. We saw wonderful architecture in the beginning. Now we're going to see some dirt roads, some people, some buildings. It was a fabulous experience. So we're here, and we're going to a wonderful restaurant right on the beach called Carmelitas. And the food is fabulous. We'll show you the menu and the prices in a minute. But beyond their arches, not golden arches like McDonald's, but beyond their thatch arches, it's very clean. All of their waiters gave us excellent services. And I'm just going to put some music on and let you guys check out the beach. There's all kinds of things to do there. You can rent vehicles to drive around. You can rent kayaks. Many of our group went swimming. The temperature of the ocean was perfect. And of course, we ate wonderful food as always, being a guest of Sheri and Robert of the Reina Del Mar Bed and Breakfast. And I don't see me being able to plan all this on my own. It's like I was in Mazatlan about 8 years ago by myself and didn't know anything. So I just stayed at the hotel, went to the pool, went to the beach by myself, and there was a Burger King 2 blocks away. So I ate at Burger King every day because I was worried about eating food. But this whole trip was so well coordinated. All the people taking the tour were so professional, so much information floating around, very kind people. This was a wonderful experience. I strongly suggest it. All of the contact information for the Reina Del Mar Bed and Breakfast in Olas Altos, Mazatlan is in the description below. Just email Sheri and she will hook you up. So some of us are in the ocean, some of us are sitting in the restaurant under the thatched roof. Some of us are waiting for some food to show up. And that's Robert right there. He's so relaxed and he got along, him and Sheri, that I don't think either one of them have ever met a stranger. And again, the people that we were with were fabulous. For a group of 10 people to get together and nobody knows one another, it was the chemistry was wonderful. Let's take a look at the menu. Not so much to see what's on the menu, but at the prices. They have shrimp, octopus. Of course, you can have beef. They have tuna. All this stuff is fresh right out of the ocean. The cocoa shrimp, fabulous. But if you look at the prices over there on the right-hand side, $225. If you divide that by 2, you get like 100, and then take off a 0, that means $10. So most of the meals were about $10, which I find a little bit expensive compared to Chapala. Maybe not Ajijic, but $10 for, and you can't eat. A lot of people, every restaurant we went to, people took a to-go bag with them. And what's a trip to Mexico, or what's a tour without somebody showing up with an iguana so that you can pet the iguana and have your picture taken with the iguana? And this is Teresa, and she just had to pick the iguana up and touch it. But what a wonderful, wonderful tour. Thank you so much, Robert and Sheri, and all of the wonderful people that were with us on the tour. Thank you, Robert and Sheri of the Reina Del Mar Bed and Breakfast in Mazatlan. This was a great trip. Thank you for planning it so well. It was wonderful, and everyone on the trip totally enjoyed your efforts. Thank you, everybody, for showing up to watch this video. We have many more fabulous videos to come, so click the subscribe button so you don't miss a thing.